Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today I'm asking the question, why can't all states be like California in terms of privacy? Specifically in terms of privacy, I don't think most of us don't want California's tax rate, although here in Illinois, Chicago specifically, we are taxed pretty heavily too. But this is actually good news for consumers. This is coming from CBS News, local CBS News in the Bay Area. And here's what's going on. California's Governor Gavin Newsom just signed legislation that mandates the notification of motorists when photos are gathered by their in-vehicle cameras. As you know, the Teslas of the world, as well as basically more modern cars, are starting to come with a lot of different cameras inside and outside of the vehicles. And that information essentially is getting vacuumed up. I've done videos, podcasts, radio segments, et cetera, on Tesla specifically, and how they have access to all of this footage from your car. And that was basically leaked and shared among employees. And so there's no privacy there, including like, oh, some guy just like walked into his garage naked to check out his Tesla, and it's all caught and Tesla's got it. And so this, I think, is a really good thing. Now, here's the nuts and bolts of this. Under State Senate Bill 296, introduced by Senator Bill Dodd, he's a Democrat in the Napa area, selling those images or visual materials to third parties for advertising purposes is now prohibited. Quote, "It seems like everywhere we go these days, we're being recorded or surveilled with no idea how these images are being used," end quote. That is Senator Dodd talking about this past Monday. And Senator, you are 100% correct. To continue, this breakdown of our privacy is now happening inside our own cars. With Gavin Newsom's signing of this new law, we can prevent the unwanted taking of video by in-vehicle cameras and give consumers more control over their personal information, end quote. Yes, I completely agree with this. And cars traditionally, especially in American culture, have been considered somewhat of a sanctuary, if you will. You get your driver's license at age 16. It's your private space, for one of the first times, in your life. And so just being in your car, I was driving earlier today, interestingly enough, to get an oil change, it's alone time. I can listen to things I want to listen to, and I don't want to be surveilled, when I'm in my own thoughts, and those kinds of things. Now, Senator Dodd's office emphasized there is increasing concern that despite the safety benefits that in-vehicle cameras provide, they can also be exploited by data brokers and other third parties who would sell such images without regard for consumer privacy. Yes, Tesla being one of those historically. Now, under this newly signed law, quote, "Consumers will not have to take action to prevent their in-vehicle video recordings from being collected without their permission or knowledge," end quote. And that's according to Senator Dodd's office. In a statement, the state senator also clarified the legislation will not prevent the use of cameras for traffic safety, meaning you've got that autonomous vehicle, or let's say you're running around and somebody jumps out in front of your car because they want to get a lawsuit. We've all seen those videos on YouTube or whatever. That's perfectly fine as well. But consent for use specifically, essentially, is now going to be the law of the land in California. Now, the nice part about something like that is oftentimes when they, meaning the car manufacturers like the Teslas of the world, are basically adhering to California law, and Tesla's got a large presence in California, though I believe they moved their headquarters to Texas now from California. Essentially, what's good for California, oftentimes the nation follows along. And here in Illinois, we have the BIPA, or Biometric Information Privacy Act, which essentially does something very similar in the sense that if I'm on my car and it's taking pictures of my face is a biometric, and therefore whoever is taking that picture, whether it's Facebook or my car, needs my consent. Otherwise, they're violating the law, and I may be entitled to compensation. So I think overarchingly, this is a good thing. These are the kinds of things we need, whether it's banning facial recognition technology and AI from law enforcement, as we've seen so many false positives and people have ended up in jail, whether it's data brokers basically getting pictures of you in your car, and maybe they understand and data mining thanks to AI. Well, Nick looks mad today. Every Monday, Nick is mad. Well, yeah, it's a Monday, right? Or every Friday, Nick looks happy. Well, yeah, it's a Friday. I'm going into the weekend. And now if they start to understand this and quantify this, then they can start sculpting and targeting advertisements. Hey, here on Monday, stop here for drinks and, commiserate with your friends. On Friday, hey, stop here for drinks and have fun with your friends. These are the kinds of things that data brokers will do. And as we go to autonomous driving vehicles, it's something I wrote about years ago that, Google doesn't care about the driverless car. They care about the technology in the car so that advertisers will pay them big bucks as the autonomous car is driving by your favorite retail store, and now you get a screen that says, hey, tap here for 20% off, and the car will take you to your retail store. You'll go shopping. Google gets paid, the store gets paid, you lose money. That's what the nature of this beast. So laws like this, I think, help, and they lay the foundation for a good, or at least better, private future. And so that is your news of the day. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private. Thanks, everybody.